Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tayler Yarish Show. We are here. We are live. Happy New Year, everybody. 2023, huh? Put up the wrong fingers. No worries. Yeah, it's the new year, new me. It's a new year. You better watch out. You better fucking watch out because it's a new... Dude, I am exhausted with the amount of fucking white girls on Instagram right now just posting all their just like, this is the fucking year, okay? And I know it's not just them, but that's mainly who I'm seeing. And blame Instagram because that's what they're showing me, okay? Dude, the amount of posts were just like, this is the year where my goals and this is the time when I said, oh my god, I'm a boss batch. I'm just a boss bat. Here's another one. Here's another thing I'm seeing all the time. It's like the format is like in blah, 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 out blah, blah, like they list a bunch of shit. So it's like in getting 8 hours of sleep. Another in eating meals on a regular plate. It's literally everything that I currently do not do. I mean, that's, if I had to boil it down, that's exactly what it is. I don't get 8 hours of sleep a lot. I eat a lot of meals standing up at the counter, just fresh out of the, oven or the microwave. That happens a lot. What else? Just like it's like all this like me. It's me time, me focusing on my energy. And dude, everybody is a fucking Avatar Avengers character with the energy. Enough with the energy. Enough. No one gives a shit. You don't feel energy, okay? You don't have a special power where it's like, my energy, this is the energy that I'm walking into 2023. No one gives a shit. No one. Okay? Nobody cares about your recap. Did I do one? Yes. But nobody cares. No one gives a shit. But that's all of Instagram. That's what it is. It's everybody posting a thing that nobody cares about. That's pretty much it, And I'm here for it. I'm there to see it posted up on your story and on your feed and all this bullshit. Everybody wants to do a year in review. Oh, here's another chance for me to look back at me? Am I partially heated because I did the exact same thing? A little bit. Am I mad at myself? Maybe. Is it always a me problem? Yeah. But listen, won't stop me from bitching about it, I don't think. It's just, it got me. It got me. I did the 10 picture slide on Instagram where you post up your highlights, and it's just the whole thing. And I tried to not make it this, so every picture was not, because it ends up just being this fucking flex. You know what I mean? Where that's all it is. Where you're like, here's me at the lake in the bikini, and here's me when I met John Bon Jovi, and here's me when I made my first fucking, crock pot meal and didn't burn the house. Like, it's just, it's you just shoving your best shit out there, and nobody cares about it. Maybe people do. I could be wrong. Maybe people do. Maybe that's why they follow you. They want to see what you have accomplished. And that's probably what a lot of these people would say to me if they heard me complain. They'd say, hey, why does it bother you? You know what you can do? You can unfollow follow me. You can unfollow me. Well, no, because then I have nothing to be angry about, and that is the that is the coal that burns the fire in my soul. Is getting angry at dumb trends on Instagram. That's if I had to narrow it down to one thing, that's what it is. But it only happens. New Year's Eve only happens once a year, and these things only happen once a year, so not much to be upset about. Did everyone get into a thing on New Year's Eve? Did everybody go out and get Andy Cohen out there just doing blow in the bathroom or whatnot? That was probably happening at a few bars that I went to. I don't do that. I've never done it. I will never do it because it's just not worth it, folks. All right? This is how, hey, kids, first off, stay in school. Second off, stay away from the coke because of the fentanyl. You heard of it? It's deadly. Something about the head of a pin of fentanyl can kill you. Why is it always the head of a pin? Why what is that? It's always a head of a pin is the thing that's too much or too little. It's gonna kill you. Who's measure? It's never two pins. Nobody's ever been like, yeah, if you take two heads of the pins of this edible, you're gonna be on the moon. It's always the head of a pin. Is that like an actual unit of measurement, or is that just a phrase, like a figure of speech that people use? I don't know. I don't really use it, but I hear it all the time, and especially with the fentanyl. But it is really bad. You shouldn't do it. I know people who have gotten messed up because they had a thing and it was, like not, spiked or what it's mixed, cut, whatever the term is that the kids are using. It's no bueno. And it's annoying, dude. It's annoying. Cocaine people are so annoying. I know it's like hack to talk about, like everyone, you do cocaine and then you want to start a business with your best friend or whatever. But like, what it is for me is because I pee 30 times a day or whatever. So when I need to go to the bathroom and I'm at a bar and I can just hear two people in there just giggling and talking and doing cocaine off the whatever it is that it's annoying because I'm standing on the outside just, clenching my nuts together because I have to pee. So I don't know why I'm clenching my nuts. That's not where pee comes from. But you know what I mean? Like I'm just anacondaing my legs. That's not a verb, but to just hold the piss back because I got to go so bad. And you're just in there doing lines. It's like, I don't know. Somebody should invent something, like a little thing you could carry like in your pocket, but it like unfolds into like a little stand or something, like almost like a tripod-y type thing where you unfold it and it goes up to a good height and then you could do cocaine off of it. And then you could do it anywhere. You could do it. Then you could go outside and do it, because that's the main problem with doing coke outside is that there's no place to do it outside, and I guess that you're in public and you don't want your fun coke times to be crashed by the public. But some of us out here have to pee, and you're ruining it for the rest of us. So if you could do so kind and just also, why do you gotta like hang? Dude, how long does it take to snort something? Probably the same amount of time that it takes to swallow something. Fucking, chug that line of coke and then get out of the bathroom. Because we got to pee. You know what I mean? I had fun. I went out for New Year's Eve with a couple of buddies. And, I was feeling just getting snazzed up. I never do like a thing on New Year's Eve, and I usually am very against it, and I still kind of am. I'm still doing anything like, like a big to-do. Never would I ever go to Times Square. That's just a given. Nobody's fucking doing that. But yeah, don't do anything where you gotta like drive or be on the road because it's fucking amateur hour out there. But yeah, I went to a bar and I was feeling snazzy, so I was like, you know what, dudes? Let's get dressed up. Let's get up to the nines. And I put on a full goddamn suit. The suit I put on was green because I thought it was like kind of cool and festive of still, it's of Christmassy time, but it didn't come across like that. I just came across as St. Patrick's Day and everyone called me a leprechaun. So, we learn, we live and we learn. I won't do that again, or I just have to get a different colored suit next time if I want to do that. Because I did like doing it. I do like dressing up because I don't have to dress up all the time. You know, if I had a job where like Monday through Friday I had to wear a suit, that's why those people want to kill themselves. It's not the job, it's the suit because you got to put the shirt on and you're trying to tuck the shirt down into like the shirt goes all the way down to like your crotch, your ball region. You got to keep it tucked down there, and then the belt, and it's like, the one loop is too big and the next loop is too small, and so you just got this weird thing, and then the shirt starts coming out the back, and then the jacket it doesn't fit you right because you got to go to the gym, and it's just a whole if I had to do that every fucking day at like 6:30 in the morning getting ready for work or something, yeah, I'd want to just swerve into oncoming traffic. Who wouldn't? That sounds horrible. I mean, yeah, by the end of the day, when happy hour would come around, I'd want to loosen that tie and kick somebody in the head as well. But if you don't have to do that, if you have like a regular, if you just have a different job where you can dress however the fuck you want, which I feel like is the future, all these cool new hip companies coming up and like, fucking casual Friday, how about casual every day or whatever, and they just wear like t-shirts and they have tattoos and there's a ping pong table in the lobby or whatever. Those are the ones that always go under, those startups. They just like throw money at the dumbest thing. They're like, there's granola in the lobby, but you don't get insurance, one of those places. Um, but yeah, if you worked in one of those, then dressing up is fun. It's like a costume. It's exciting. You only have to do it one night. And that's how I felt. I had a nice snazzy suit on, and I got the fucking it's like nice, clean, and impressed, and we're going out. I'm going out in my suit, and like if you never wear a suit, when you walk out in a suit, you think everybody's noticing the fact that you're wearing a suit. You think everybody cares too. Like I had to walk like 20 minutes to this bar, and I'm just like walking there with my umbrella, and I'm in this suit, and there's people just in their coats like walking their dog and coming home from wherever, and they're just all in their normal clothes, and I'm just to the nines in this suit, and I had like a little Happy New Year glasses and a little fucking necklace, and you think everyone's like noticing you, like they're like, holy shit, he looks amazing. Oh my, did you see that guy? He was wearing a suit. Like that's what you think, and literally nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. But there's still that thing in the back of your head where you're like, you stop at the crosswalk and you're waiting to cross, and there's like a car at the light in the street next to you, and you're like, I bet they're looking at me. You're like, I bet whoever they're with in the car, they've mentioned to their friend or person, hey, look at that guy. Dude, that's a nice suit. Look at this guy wearing a suit, huh? Oh, he's going out. Oh, he's going in a suit like that? Psh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's hitting the town in that suit. In a green suit? Forget about it. This leprechaun right here, he's ringing in the new year right, fellas, But that didn't happen. Nobody cares. And we went out at like 8 o'clock, which it's just too early to start. And I even said, because I met up with my friends, and they didn't commit to the suit. A couple, fucking excuses about this. Oh, shit. Holy fuck. All right, hold on. 1 sec. All right, pause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Sorry, I hung a light up on the wall. I was trying a new setup out. And the light crashed down. It crashed down onto the camera while I was recording because I don't know how to hang anything up. Okay, We've established this. I'm not good at handy things, and I tried to hang up a whole, rigged light system with a 3M fucking hook. Hey, shut up to everybody who's making fun of me and like, oh my God, he's such a moron. I know. That's all I know how to use. Come teach me. Come find the studs in my wall and help me, you fucks. All right. My neighbors can definitely hear me. But you know what? I don't give a shit. All right? I don't give a shit because they fucking talk all goddamn night. And I don't say jack shit. I don't, mainly because I don't speak Spanish. But you know what? No, they speak English because I heard them. I can hear them through the fucking walls. There's like something right behind me, like whether it's a living room or a bedroom or something. They could probably hear this. I don't give a shit. But they're there. And the other night, they were having like a whole fucking get-together. Dude, they have so many get-togethers at their apartment. So many get-togethers. And yeah, it was like fucking 12:30 at night. Dude, I was laying in bed and I could hear their full conversation. I gotta move. I mean, that should not happen. You know what I mean? When I was in Nashville, my buddy's place that I was crashing at, he was complaining that like his upstairs neighbor vacuums a lot and he can hear the vacuum. It happens like once a day or something like that, and he like loses his shit and he takes a broom and he like hits the ceiling. He's like really gets. I'm like, you would not last 2 seconds in my fucking apartment. I mean, I know what this kid next door gets on his math test. I mean, the walls are so thin. It feels like I'm in the conversation. That's how fucking thin these walls are. The other day, I woke up. I was like laying in bed. I was like half awake, half asleep. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I could hear the guy in the next apartment snoring. I could hear him snoring. I mean, it's like I live with him now. I mean, how fucking terrible is that? So, I don't know what to do. I feel like it's not a good it's like I say this with every fucking apartment that I go into. Oh, it's not a good long-term apartment. It's not the forever place. Whatever. It's like no place that I'm gonna be able to afford is the forever whatever place. But I've been trying to set this one up a little bit, and I don't know, but the thin walls, man, it bothers me. I can hear their TV when they're watching something. I know they can hear me when I'm watching fucking, White Lotus or Yellowstone or whatever. I know they can hear it, but it's like, what are we supposed to do? They probably hate me too. I don't blame them. I don't. They probably hear me when I'm screaming. Dude, do you know how much I talk to myself out loud during the day? There's some days where the only person that I talk to is me. I mean, literally. Or like sometimes what I'll do is like when I'm writing is I'll say stuff out loud because the way that I write it and the way that I speak it, they just are, they sound, there's little differences and stuff. And so sometimes I'll just say it out loud to make sure the stuff that I wrote sounds natural when it's coming out of my voice. So I'll just say the same thing out loud over and over and over and over again. So they must think I'm out of my fucking mind, They must be like, what is this guy's deal? What is he doing? That happened to me tonight on the walk home. I was walking back to my apartment and I was just saying a bit. I was saying a bit out loud over and over again. And then I looked like, you could like feel someone walking behind you. And I look and there was just some girl like walking behind me, no headphones in, which is the worst because, she's just like listening to me. And she's like, even if it's because I had headphones in, even if I was on the phone, like if I was having a conversation, I just told the same story 3 times, and I restarted it at some points, and I jumped around. Like, she's probably like, this guy's a fucking psychopath. What? I'm gonna keep, but then I was like, I felt embarrassed, and I was like, I can't do the rest of this walk with her behind me. So then I stopped to tie my shoe. Like fake tie my shoe, and I didn't really tie it. I kind of just like fiddled with my shoe for a second, and then I got weirdly like, because I was like, oh man, I hope she doesn't think that I stopped to let her go in front of me so that now I can follow her, because she saw I saw her behind me, and now I stopped to tie my shoe to let her get in front of me so that I could follow her. I hope that's not what she was thinking. And then I got extra paranoid that I'm like, what if I'm on camera right now and for some reason there's somebody watching a live feed of this and they see me bend down to tie the shoe and not tie the shoe? The shoe was already tied. And then I go off, they're going to be like, oh shit, this guy's going to attack this woman. When not really, I just want to say my jokes out loud. Comedy's a crazy thing, huh? It's really bananas. But anywho, folks, that was New Year's Eve. You know, it's the new year, and it's a new goddamn you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna work out? Are you gonna do the gym membership? Are you gonna get the 6-pack back? Are you gonna eat what? I'm gonna cook more at home. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cook more. No, you're not. Maybe you are. I've been trying to cook more, but I cook the same thing I eat like a fucking wrestler trying to cut weight. I mean, I just eat like, that's probably not the good example because they don't eat like, I just eat chicken, rice, uh, eggs, a lot of eggs, um, some other stuff thrown in there occasionally, but that's not great. That's not a fully balanced, thing. I take supplements and stuff when I remember to. Do I remember all the time? No, I don't. I'm just seeing that the camera is like, now I'm not, because the light crashed. I don't have a light on anymore, so I'm not lit properly. It's fine. It's only bothering me. No one's gonna. It's fine. But yeah, I got a buddy who does like these factor meals or whatever. They send you like healthy. It's like keto meals and shit. And I think they factor out to like 10, $11 a meal, which is, it's kind of a lot. It's sort of the same of eating out every single meal. I mean, you can get a sandwich for like $8, $9, you know. So it's like kind of doing that, but I guess it's healthier for you. So it's basically like, if you can afford to eat out every meal, but you want to do the work and have it be a little bit healthier, then that's what you should do. The ultimate thing would be to just like learn the recipes, and then I guess if it might be more cost effective to just order groceries, if that's the route that you want to go. Just order this shit to your house or whatever. I should do. I mean, that would be a good convenient thing for me, because I got the closest grocery store. It's like fucking. It's not close. I got to walk there. It's a whole thing. And then I got to, trudge all this shit back. It's a whole process, So I don't know. We're figuring it out, folks. But yeah, it's the new goddamn year. Doesn't really mean anything, but same shit, just different day. Got a Yarbar comedy show coming up this Wednesday. We got Joe List on. I mean, one of my favorite comics. I was gonna say in the city, but just in general, he's one of my favorite comedians. And we got him on the show. Brendan Sagalow, another very funny comedian here in New York City. It's gonna be a good time, folks. So come on down, Come on down, grab a ticket, bring a friend, grab a drink, have a laugh, and whatnot. But yeah, that, and then in like a week and a half, I'm going back to Nashville and Chattanooga again. I'm going back and trying to do the same fucking run of shows. I'm featuring at the Comedy Catch in Chattanooga for 5 shows, which will be very fun. It's my first time featuring at that club, which will be very cool. The website said that the person who's headlining that I'll be featuring for the show. Like, so they rate the shows, like they give it a like a TV rating, like R, PG, whatever. And so every other fucking comic who's coming in is rated R, and my guy that I'm featuring for is PG-18, which, what does that mean? You know, I know what PG-13 means. That's like probably do clean material. But PG-18, does that mean I can't curse? Can I not say the word cunt? Can I not talk about sex? Can I not rip on the Jew? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any Jewish jokes. But, you know, so I got to figure that out. But either way, it'll be fun. It'll be a great show. I'll either do really well or I'll fucking bomb. And that could be fun too, you know? So, if you're in Chattanooga and want to see that, come on out for that, because that'll be a grand ole Opry. You know what I mean? That's a venue in Nashville. You get around much, huh? I went to see that last time I was in Nashville. I didn't really see it. I kind of just went to the outside of it because the inside was locked for some reason. It was closed. Maybe I'll do it on my return trip, because I'm going back there, huh? So we'll fucking see. But yeah, we'll cut it there. It's a podcast for this week. Thanks for listening, as always. Yeah, come on out to the Yarbar show, and yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that shit. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much.